The noon hour of Madness and Mayhem, the podcast.
It's the noon hour of Madness and Mayhem. I am Peaches.
I am Viktor Wilt. And Peaches, we were just talking about Reddit in general a few minutes ago, and I don't know if your Reddit feed is starting to end up like mine, because, you know, we end up in these advice subreddits and the AskReddit.
Am I balding?
No, don't say the B word or I'm going to start seeing the bald subreddit again.
Cake.
Yes, kittens, cats.
That one time that you had nonstop cake on your feed.
Dude, it was lately Facebook, you know what it is? People cutting pizzas. Are you getting
twerking videos?
All I'm getting is people slicing pizza. I don't know what the deal is with Facebook, but it's slicing pizza. But my Reddit feed, man, because we go to these, you know, advice or Ask Reddit subreddits, and so I'm getting all of those posts popping up, and man, they're so depressing. You know,
all I'm getting right now is Ask Reddit questions, because they often go there to teach their own. I found this one. What is something people slowly stop caring about as they get older? And it's the same stereotypical answers of other people's opinions.
Yeah.
Drama.
Mm-hmm.
But yet again,
going out on a Friday night.
Who are the first people to complain? Old people.
That's right.
Who are the first people to impede on other people's conversations? Old people. Who are the first people to ruin a joke? Old people.
Oh, man. Yeah. Like, Reddit's probably my favorite of the social medias, but it's still just depressing. There's not as much like just outright anger, but I just get all of these like, oh, my girlfriend's cheating on me. Oh, I did something terrible to my spouse.
Guys, I caught my girlfriend with another dude. What should I do?
Yeah, like I just scrolled past one that was like, my girlfriend and my best friend were hooking up for years behind my back. And it's like, you know, I'm sorry, but that's from the True Off My Chest subreddit, where people just go to rant about their problems. And I don't want to get that kind of stuff stuck in my head. Other people's, you know, terrible relationship issues. Because I feel like I'm in a pretty good relationship right now. But when you start getting, you know, pummeled with other people's relationship problems, you start to, you know, have nightmares and stuff. At least if you're me, I'm a paranoid person.
You're having nightmares that you think Becca's doing that to you.
She's dumping me. She dumped me at Cody Jinks that one time.
I went to ChatGPT and I said, hey, can you give me a horrible situation that's entirely made up for the subreddit Truth Off of My Chest? I think I accidentally ruined my family and no one knows it was me. I've been holding this in for years. I genuinely don't know how much longer I can carry it. A few years ago, my family owned a small business together. It wasn't huge, but it paid the bills and everyone relied on it. My parents, my sibling, even a couple of extended relatives. Things were stressful, but stable. I was put in charge of handling some of the digital stuff, emails, scheduling, invoices. I wasn't trained for it, but I didn't want to admit I was overwhelmed. One night, exhausted and half asleep, I deleted what I thought were duplicate files and old emails. A few days later, we found out that a major client had been trying to reach us for weeks about a contract renewal and never heard back. That contract was the backbone of the business. By the time we realized what happened, that client had gone elsewhere. The business started bleeding money almost immediately. Arguments followed. Blame got passed around. My parents accused each other. My sibling quit working there entirely. Eventually, the business shut down. Everyone thinks it was just bad timing or the economy or that client was unreliable anyway. No one ever suspected it was a mistake. My mistake. I never told anyone. I was terrified that admitting it would destroy whatever was left of my family. Now years have passed. My parents are still bitter. Family gatherings are awkward and quiet. Every time someone brings up what went wrong back then, my stomach drops. I replay that moment constantly and wonder how different everything would be if I had just double checked or asked for help. That's not all that crazy.
That sounds exactly like one of the posts in True Off My Chest. And so it makes me wonder how many of them are real. You know, because you know people want to get them upvotes. So they'll post anything.
I don't get those. Can you see what people are saying to that one guy about like, hey, my girlfriend and my best friend were hooking up for years?
Oh, let's find out. Hold on, let me scroll back.
I really want to know what Redditors are suggesting as a nice solution. I feel like there could be some trolls in that comment section too.
Yeah. So, you know, the guy goes on in the post that, you know, didn't catch him or anything like that or get a dramatic confession, just figured it out slowly, which hurt more. And, you know, they let me pay for dinners we all shared and sat on my couch laughing while I grabbed drink. It's one of those things which, people go through really bad situations in relationships, and it makes you think. That's why I hate these posts. Makes you think back to those bad relationship situations you'd been in the past.
And it makes you think, like, did that person do that to me?
Yeah, dude, totally.
I had my first ever girlfriend sort of like betrayed me and started seeing like another dude right away and became like best friends with my former best friend, like that whole situation. Yeah. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, did she cheat on me with him?
Yeah, dude, exactly.
And then I was going to be like, let's treat him like that Divinity trailer. Let's tie him up and throw torches. And
you start getting mad at people from your past
for no reason. I start DMing them, screw you.
I know what happened. I hate your guts. Let's see.
I had a weird dream that Aubrey left her phone at my apartment, and it was entirely a dream. I woke up in the dream. I woke up from a nap or whatever. Right? It's weird. I then was walking around my room. I don't know how Aubrey contacted me because the whole dream was about Aubrey's phone was still at my place. Mm-hmm. It was below my nightstand. And so I grabbed the phone and I'm digging through that thing, like every app, everything, messages, Twitter DMs, Instagram DMs. And I then go to Discord on her phone in the dream. In the dream. I need to clarify in the dream. There's nothing wrong with Aubrey. She's the best, okay? But I then went to Discord, and for some reason, a dude that looked like Randy Bly of Lamb of God was messaging back and forth with her. And it was this whole conversation about, hey, do you want to ride in my car? And Aubrey said, yeah, I would love to. These are all the times that I'm available. And it was all the times around our schedule.
When you're at work?
Yeah. And I was thinking, I woke up and I'm just like, did she like go on a ride with some dude or something like that? Like,
I know dreams are so messed up. They're so stupid. And it sucks when they mess with you after you wake up.
I was mad too. I called her. I'm like, screw you.
Yeah. That's why, I think the universe like curses you if you start snooping into other people's personal business. Like if you do just root through somebody's phone, then the universe is going to curse you and you're going to find something you don't want to find.
Yeah, there's that one off-putting text.
Yeah. And then you're going to read into something wrong. Like, I mean, me and Becca, we hand each other our phones all the time. I'm not worried about anything.
I'm not worried about anything myself. I was a little bit hurt.
Everything's great with us.
I was a little bit hurt one time. All right, I'll tell you why.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
Aubrey texted Maddie down the hall and said, please don't tell Brendan this. And so I opened up the conversation, and apparently she was insulting my collection of trinkets. She said those fridge magnets are so dumb.
Hey, I bought a lot of those fridge magnets.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my, souvenirs for Peaches.
So I teared up. I said, listen here, I love my fridge magnets more than I'm just kidding. No, but that's like the one thing. I trust her entirely.
Me too.
I want to be real in this whole break too. Don't go snooping through your significant other's phone.
Yeah,
it's an invasion of privacy.
It is, and if you're in a trusting relationship, you shouldn't have to worry like that. Yeah, I don't worry.
But love is the death of peace of mind.
No, stupid bad omens.
The noon hour of madness and mayhem. I am Peaches.
I'm Viktor Wilt. All right, Peaches, that you love stories about people getting banned from subreddits.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. I just talked to Metal Burb about that whole situation.
Did you?
Because he was talking about how he used to get in fights with the fans of Nightwish, Tool, and Baby Metal.
Nice.
And so I told him that whole story real fast. So I'm hoping that I can tag the Seether moderator and know that he can know that I'm spreading the word about my distaste for that horrible community.
Make sure you put Seether in them keywords when you upload that video. That's for sure.
I'm just watching some fat guy with a neck beard and a fedora just getting all mad at his computer. This guy Peaches. They're all frustrated.
So yeah, some guy got banned for posting about it being the worst ski season start in 20 years.
Yeah, sure.
And apparently the mods in the Idaho subreddit got mad about this. So he made a new account and then is posting about the lowest snow coverage from satellite since 2001. Goes on and on, just talking about the fact that we haven't had a lot of snow yet.
I feel bad for the LaBelle Lake Ice Palace. because they're trying their best to start for the season. They wanted to open in December. Obviously, they couldn't because it's 55 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's great.
It's awesome, but I'm still saying
I love it.
I'd much rather just see the stupid posts from people on Facebook asking, "Where's the snow?" than deal with the snow.
Exactly.
As conceited and as awful as that sounds, like Brendan supports climate change. Like, no, shut up. But
No, we've had really bad winters recently. We've had some that are a little more mellow. This so far, I am loving it because I hate winter.
I'm knocking on wood ferociously.
I'm going to monkey with my snowblower when I get home from work. I want to make sure it's working because the day will come and who knows how bad the winter could be. It's not even the first day of winter yet.
December 22nd.
That's right. So enjoy fall. We actually had somewhat fall. We don't usually get that. So this is wonderful.
Why people don't like seasons and seasoning. That's
right.
What I figured out.
Like when I see the people just whining about not having snow, I'm sorry if you're a snowboarder or skier, but I don't know, I bet there's snow somewhere.
Well, the reason why people are complaining about not having the snow is because they want to make fun of those people who drive into the ditch. I feel like they want to make fun of those first meeting of the Californians or something like that. And I feel like most Californians like myself, we have the snow tires. We have the boots,
Yeah, no, it's people around here who they just get hog wild when the first snow hits.
AKA Maddie from down the hall who's driving that very old Subaru and drifting around corners.
Exactly. Like I've driven in snow before. I know what I'm doing. And then you're sliding all over the place. And then we end up with these massive pileups and people in ditches. Yeah, I think people from other states are much more cautious because if they haven't driven in it, it can be kind of scary.
The scariest thing to me, it wouldn't be all that bad if it weren't for the times where you try to stop and you just can't.
Yeah,
and you have to pump the brakes.
Yeah.
And then you end up rear-ending that other car and you basically cost yourself a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, because it's your fault. If you rear end somebody, it's your fault. Which I was going to ask Lieutenant Crane a question on traffic school.
All right, let me pull up the notepad so we can...
Yeah, put this on the notepad. If you rear end a drunk driver, who's to blame? Because, generally if there's an accident and one of the people's a drunk driver, they're going to take the blame for the accident. But if you're following a drunk driver too close and you smash into them, who's to blame?
You might have busted the other person. So you might get some leeway.
Yeah.
You might get we wouldn't have found this guy if it weren't for you rear-ending him and causing him to veer off to the side of the road.
Exactly. But it was just something I was wondering about.
Hit me.
This guy ran into me. I'm just minding my own business, drinking Jack Daniels.
What was that one video that I found so funny? I think it was the law of seatbelts. When they first introduced seatbelts.
Oh, people were furious.
And there was this one guy's like, man, they first got rid of me being able to drink a cold beer on the way home from work. Now I got to put a seatbelt on. We got to put that on a some sort of imager or maybe traffic school intro.
I remember that was an argument during the pandemic when people were like, what do you mean I got to wear a mask? And it's like, well, you have to wear...
I was one of those people, sorry.
It's like, you have to wear a seatbelt. I should be able to take whatever kind of risk I want for my own self.
Well, just because I wear jeans doesn't mean it hides the fart. Like, Victor, there are a lot of people out there nowadays who try telling you things in full confidence that you're like, are you dumb? Oh, no, I play the...
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
That's right.
There are a lot of people out there that try telling you things about, like, the state of radio, and they're not even in the industry.
Oh, yeah. My favorite is, people still listen to radio? And it's like, so many people still listen to radio.
It's the number one thing to reach people.
Yeah. Just because you don't... Which, I mean, somebody...
Just because you have a hemorrhaging podcast with little to no viewers doesn't mean that nobody listens to the radio and you should insult radio DJs.
Yeah. I mean, even, like I mentioned the other day, Henry from Last Podcast on the Left, one of the biggest podcasts in the world, was like, anybody in podcasting who trashes on radio is an idiot.
See?
Tons of people listen to radio.
That's the most successful podcast.
Yeah.
One of the most successful podcasts out there.
Do you follow the radio subreddit?
I think so.
Because you'll see a lot of dumb stuff in there, especially from, bitter people who are no longer in radio. They're the worst.
Don't you love those guys?
Yeah.
I know you do.
Oh, yeah. They're the worst.
Those who can't do radio, podcast.
That's right. Because anyone can do a podcast. You can fire up your phone, hit the record button.
It's very clear anybody can do a podcast. We're two guys that say we're frontiersmen. We'll speak whatever we think. We're tough. What's that thing? What's that phrase I'm trying to think of right now? It's the everything's off limits or on limits. What's it? No,
nothing's off limits.
Nothing's off limits. We'll tell you how it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, and by that you mean you'll just simply insult something.
Yeah,
and you're tough.
You're gonna say your opinion that's likely hateful in some way or other.
That's something that I do.
We say it how it is.
I can easily tell people to say, hey, come disagree with me. Yesterday, there was a lot of people that were kind of upset that I said Dr. Pepper is the worst soda out there.
Yeah,
because Dr. Pepper has that cult following. It is the sleep token of sodas, the Taylor Swift of sodas. There's a lot of people out there that make it their whole personality.
See, and you don't need to make it your personality, but I would say it's probably my favorite soda.
But you don't see a lot of people saying, man, I love Sprite.
If you don't like Sprite, you're an idiot. I've been really enjoying some Ruby Red Squirt recently.
Nice.
And it's delicious. It's so refreshing.
There's a joke that
if you
I want to
don't like
make.
that stuff, you're a fool.
Well, we were going to talk about this thread. What is the dumbest thing someone has said to you in full confidence? It would have to be for me that one time somebody told me about concerts, saying that bands will choose places like Salt Lake City and perform there on the weekdays so they can perform in places like Los Angeles, New York, Chicago on the weekends and get the biggest crowd.
Oh, yeah, you see
That's not how it works.
Yeah, you see that all the time with shows around here if they happen to be on a weekday. And we're lucky. We get a lot of shows on weekends around here. I mean, bands don't only play on the weekend.
Bill Murray.
They play every day of the week.
With the home team. Going to be in Salt Lake Saturday, April 18th.
Oh, picking Salt Lake. Oh, yeah. Go to the Los Angeles Polestar listings and look at every day of the week how many different artists are playing.
That reminds me, let's check this out, because the world famous K-Rock, world famous for playing the worst type of music.
World famous for being one of the worst radio stations out there right now.
Yeah. So they made the big announcement. Oh, okay, so it actually is happening on Saturday. So that's not a good example. I was going to talk about Evanescence and Spirit Box with the Nova Twins just got announced at the Kia Forum. I really hate how it has to be sponsored. You can't just call it the Forum. It has to be the Kia Forum. Let's name this venue after a subpar car. Like, what? Why?
Hey, there's somebody around here who drives a Kia, isn't there? They're going to hear you, Peaches.
Oh, they're going to hear me. They're going to get very upset because the Kia is their whole entire personality. You know, I drive a Hyundai, and I can tell you, Honda is better.
Whoa!
Honda is better than Hyundai for sure.
See, and I'm a Toyota guy.
Toyota's number one.
Yeah, Toyota that's where I'm at.
Toyota is definitely the most reliable brand.
Toyota's great.
The more fake ritzy you go with a car, like if you drive a G-Wagon, good luck with those maintenance bills.
or you know, like I know that we've had in the past a Volkswagen, and it was a great car. But yeah, when you need to get something fixed, it's got weird parts.
It's a German manufacturer, and it's hard to, like Tesla. I can only imagine trying to drive one of those cyber trucks, like Jake from Romaines. Like, he probably could afford the bill, but it's one of those things where you think like the parts, upkeep, insurance, and one of those things is probably through the roof.
Probably.
Because of the reputation and just the overall stories you hear about Cybertrucks as well.
Yeah. And again, if you need to get it fixed, what do? You know, you can't take it to a normal mechanic.
And you got to charge that thing. You got to get that charger installed in your house.
Sometimes it's good to keep it pretty basic. You know, when it comes to, you got to look at where you're located for sure. So
honestly, I was contemplating it. I was going to make this big revelation to you. I was contemplating doing this whole thing. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I was contemplating on getting a roomy truck at some point because the driving in the snow.
Well, actually, trucks are not good for driving in the snow.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. You have to have it in 4-wheel drive because they're really heavy. Yeah. I would much prefer drive a car in the snow.
You're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's lower and it's compact.
Yeah, my truck, I've got, big, thick tread on my tires still.
But you're telling me like...
Because they're generally rear-wheel drive.
A truck like Josh's will not do well.
Yeah, I bet he'd tell you the same. Because they're rear-wheel drive and front-wheel drive. Sorry, I'm chewing a Tums. Front-wheel drive vehicles generally work better in the snow. So when it gets really slick, I always put my truck in four-wheel drive. And then I don't slide all over the place.
What is the ultimate snow vehicle?
I bet it's something like a Toyota Corolla. Actually, to be an all-wheel drive, I bet it's like a Subaru Outback. Something like that.
Yeah, I'm starting to get all these different weird snow vehicles, like actual insane,
Okay, yeah.
like tank-type cars.
Yeah, no, not a...
The Tucker Snowcat.
Yeah, not a snowcat or an off-road vehicle. Just a regular automobile. Maybe you need to use the phrase automobile.
Best cars to drive in the snow. The Subaru models. The Forester Crosstrek.
I guessed it, Subaru.
Also, Jeep Grand Cherokee, Bronco Sport for the robust 4x4. SUVs like the Toyota RAV4, Ford Explorer, luxury options like the Acura RDX.
Ooh, that's what I'm buying.
I don't drive a regular Toyota.
I drive an Acura.
An Acura RDX.
If my car sounds like a computer part, it's ritzy. Wrapping up the noon hour of madness and mayhem, we were still scrolling the very liberal media that is Reddit.
That's right.
Is that what it's called? Liberal media? The liberal outlet?
A liberal outlet, I'd say.
The LO.
That's right. The liberal outlet known as Reddit. And we've gone through this subreddit before. It always makes me crazy. The male living space.
I thought you were going to say, am I balding?
No, it's going to start popping up now.
That's why I said it.
r/bald. We're going to get it on
bald.
everyone's phone. r/bald if you use Reddit.
Hey, Alexa, open up r/bald on Reddit.
Oh, so these guys will post pictures of their like bedrooms or living rooms, and they're like, "What do you think? Rate my space." And
I think it's adorable.
you think it's adorable?
I think some dudes are like, look how proud I am of my closet.
You know, this, I'm not going to make fun of a 17-year-old kid, you know, like, all right, dude, like, I think your room's kind of boring, but whatever.
I do like this guy that the reason why we're talking about this is because I was scrolling Reddit and I follow r/male living space. And this guy posted his closet. It says, my closet, ... 33M, meaning 33 years old. He's a male.
A little older than you.
Yeah. And so I looked at his closet, and he has everything organized. He has a little shoe rack that has multiple belts on the left-hand side. They're organized by color. I see folded T-shirts on top of T-shirts that are hung up. I see 3 trays of cologne. But then I see a very weird picture. Now, I can't tell if this is the Honky Tonk Man, or if this is Elvis, or if this is Conway Twitty. Any one of those options is rather funny. There's a framed photo of one of those guys above all the clothing, and then there's a rack that's way up high where there's a lot of hats. And it's funny that we're talking about hats right now. There's a guy me and Josh, when you were on your lunch break a tad bit earlier, we were talking about content creation and just how Classy is really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and Josh has this whole plan for next year. Yeah, but we were looking at different radio stations. And one of those radio stations was one in Missoula or something of that. I don't know if it was Missoula or surrounding area, but there was one guy that had this wide variety of different Yankees hats. One was yellow, one was pink, one was red, one was blue. Like, they all different designs on the side as well. And I'm just thinking, I'm not a hat guy at all. And I feel like that'd be rather expensive and also just kind of annoying that you're known as the hat guy. Yeah. Like, you never show your bald head. Like, that guy was bald completely. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with being bald. Yeah. But
the worst is when you have nothing on top and something on the sides and you wear a hat all the time, a.k.a. my dad.
Yeah, I can't find the closet post, but, you know, I just wonder a lot of the times when it comes to these posts if these are guys trying to impress chicks.
But you're not going to impress girls in r/male living space.
No, none of these are impressive. They're like, look at my... clean room, or here's my computer. Look at my gray living space. What do they call that? How everything's gray now. I saw it.
Is it liminal space, or is it just millennial gray?
No, I saw a great term for it the other day. It was like the asylum, something about the asylum decor. And that's what so many people seem to be into. I'd just be so bored.
I see a comment here on this one post we were talking about with the 33-year-old male, the closet. I'm going to go ahead and say you live in Texas and you're a bachelor. And he replies saying, no, I'm married with 2 kids. I'm in North Carolina. I like my cowboy boots, but I also enjoy my loafers as well. I'm versatile.
Yeah.
So he's really not trying to impress anybody.
Dude, if I took a picture of my closet, it's just, here's a giant row of black t-shirts.
You should,
That's
honestly.
all it
say
is.
male. No, don't say male. Say
43M,
my closet.
my closet. And it's, well, I guess Becca has clothes in there now too, but most of hers are black.
No, just say it's your closet and just
Oh.
maybe pretend you secretly dress up. Because there's already that thing out there that you're dressing up as Victoria Rose.
That would be pretty funny. Isn't that a bra? What are you doing? That actually would be a pretty funny post. I might have to, I need to clean the closet up a little bit first, though, and make it look nice and tidy like these guys do.
Yeah, you can imagine, like, his wife is like, hey, why are you cleaning the closet so obsessively? I'm going to post it in r/male living space. I need their approval.
You know, like, see, look at this guy's bedroom. It's the most boring space
That looks like
ever.
a hotel.
It does. There's nothing hanging on the walls.
That looks like the picture they show you before you move in. Like, hey, this could be your bedroom.
Like, who's living this way? Why are people so anti-decorations? You know, hang something up, people. It's okay. Your house doesn't need to look like the real estate listings. They make them empty so you can envision how you could make the space your own. Not so that you move in and are like, this looks great. I love living in the asylum. It's fantastic.
The noon hour of Madness and Mayhem is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.